Okay, for starters, I have Pluto, who is the Roman god of the underworld and all precious metals that come from Earth. So he was a very rich-looking man. And in Greek mythology, he was named Hades, but we're going to be calling him Pluto for this presentation just because. So my whole presentation is basically on why you should feel bad for him. So he was first born, right? And then he was eaten by his father Saturn, and then when Jupiter came along and forced his father to vomit out his siblings, he was vomited out last, so he's sometimes considered the youngest. Then, during the War for Olympus, people completely overlooked the fact that he used his Helm of Darkness, which is basically an invisibility helmet, to become invisible and steal weapons, therefore enabling his brothers to fight and defeat his father. Then, when they drew slots to decide who gets what area, he ended up getting the underworld, so he can't even spend time up on Mount Olympus like everybody else. He has to live in Hades, which is basically hell.
His home is called Erebus, and leading to it are the rivers of sorrow, lamentation, fire, forgetfulness, and hate. So when he's looking out his window, he's not seeing puppies and rainbows. And he didn't even do much. Mercury was the Grim Reaper. He's the one who got the souls, and Charon was the person who ferried people across the rivers to Hades. So he didn't do much. And then you have Proserpina, who is the daughter of Ceres, who's the goddess of the harvest, whom he falls in love with at first sight, so he drives her down to live with him in the underworld and be his queen, even though she didn't want to. But Ceres retaliates by making the world dead of all plant life, so Pluto and Jupiter strike up a deal where 6 months out of the year, Proserpina will spend it with her mother, and then it's spring and summer because Ceres is all happy, but then the other 6 months she'll spend with Pluto, so Ceres is sad, and it's winter and fall. But that's all because she ate 6 pomegranate seeds while she was down there, but that's another story. But she hates him. And to top it all off, later modern scientists deemed that the planet that was named after him, which was pathetic to begin with and small, with only one little moon named Charon like the ferryman, yeah, it's not a planet anymore. It's deemed a dwarf planet and not technically a planet. So I felt bad for him. And you should too, audience. You should feel bad for Pluto. That's my presentation. The end.